I quit. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. I quit quitting. I quit quitting quitting. I quit quitting 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 quitting. Less thinking, more kissing, less telling, more asking, less grabbing, more easing, less planning, more acting, less texting, more talking, less stressing, more risking, less seeing, more smelling, less numbing, more feeling, less hurting, more crying, less shunning, more hugging, less preaching, more reaching, less fearing, more failing, less waiting, more dancing, less posing, more morphing, less forcing, more healing, less filing, more violent. If you want to be one of them playing in the streets, you don't need to stand in line to party. Some virtuous thoughts as brief sojourners, traveling all places in your body briefly lent, and lifting up your voice not quite like a trumpet in Zion. You're gentle and standing in snow in Mexico and calling up the tiny sinewed voices of deceased. They are the spaces in between your heartbeats, so I'm glad you go. It doesn't remove you. If you don't not wish you were mad, 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 a conceptual reading, go ahead, I ain't mad at you. It's night in San Francisco while it's sunny in Oakland. Can the city be deleted? Yeah, figuratively yes, now literally no, but in the far, far future, which is also now, so yes, that too, but at the same time, no. The instant I was born, I died, but there wasn't an instant, an exact instant I was born in. How I must dig out of my grave unchained, throwing chains into the dirt. I'm talking about zombie love. When the bulldozers came into the plaza and more people came into the plaza, and the bulldozers all became soft and quiet and disheveled and purple and sexy, and they all went afar, afar away to be together. I'm talking about bulldozer love. He fumbles at your soul as players at the keys. Before they drop full music on, he stuns you by degrees, prepares your brittle nature for the ethereal blow, by fainter hammers further heard, then nearer, then so slow. Your breath has time to straighten, your brain to bubble cool, deals one imperial thunderbolt that scalps your naked soul. When winds take forests in their paws, the universe is still. Everyone's still good? Faces to faces conditioned by union, getting the background and waiting for the subject. You know the tiny crack that your dear face makes, a never-speaking avalanche, the rain that falls within you. Black fire and on white fire, and white fire on black fire, and gray fire and great fire, and old fire and cold fire. Hey, look, a kid hugging an inanimate object. How cute. Hey, look, this text blends to the page, the text that's inseparable from the page. Negation doesn't exist as the contradiction, so it isn't. Something is shining into something or other. I'm gonna keep loving the sojourner. Is there any here among us who is not a sojourner? When all of the men of the war had perished, I threw the rotten roses away. Can I get away with not bringing a child to this ride on the playground? And it's so fun when you sleep like Jesus the zombie. Good morning to suffer. We trip on beliefs. I don't know, but this could be the last time I sing with you, pray with you, dance with you in this body briefly lent. I'm thinking I will surely die. That so much I have written seems trivial in light of this fact, this body briefly lent, don't cry, you do it to yourself. Where is thingness to be found, and am I worth the mother? I must be careful how I choose to love, because I'll be devoured by how I choose to love. Honey, on the razor's edge, the razor to the tongue. Sad to buy, to sell, to die, but rain comes from where I come from. In Mexico, there's names of roads like Revolution Road and Insurgent Avenue. But if you started doing that shit, the government would probably kill you. The intellect's trapped and relative, the Buddhist view of gods. I do not need a master. There is no other side of the river. I summon the wandering of my heart to undermine the cause of sorrow. May the raining of the frogs become a rain of roses. When someone asks you for your hand, don't chop it off and give it to them. Leave the foreskin on your heart. Not a weapon, but a shield. A funny frown, the end is here. The vaginal eye, the vaginal eye. Me don't need no eye to survive. Staying alive, staying alive. I. The river keeps shattering form with my eyes. I fell in love with the moon at night, but in the day it disappeared. I fell in love with the sun in the day, but at night it disappeared. I fell in love with the sky, will it disappear? Muddy gold, muddy-ass gold, black world that descends from heavens, earth that hears my words, my words. Something is shining in something or other. River of light, let the ghosts knock me out. Eyes that tongues cannot quite bear. We've never met, we were childhood friends. Splinter of ice lodged in my heart. My heart melts whatever it touches. Drenched in tears and snot, still praying. When I grew up, I was 40 years old. Meat education and Christmas sans flesh. Love a love that remains nameless. My ghost barely reaches my hand, but it reaches my hand. My fluffy-ass cat, my fluffy-ass cat, when you underestimate what you can do, you rob the world. We won't call the cops, but we need you to start. This is the Soul Train line. You can enjoy it, but be appropriate. Keep dying. I think that's your poem. If you stick your furry paws inside the pies, at least enjoy them and taste them. You lick until no jelly is left, I'll sing until no word is left. I don't have a rose, just a soccer mom. We always wanted to be a verb, we are. We're quiet. Fucking the corpses of capital, quiet. Dying, quiet. Watching you dance in the disco light, quiet. 99% of what I noticed was noise, but we found each other. In order to live, we have to die. Oh my, I see a rose in the middle of the ocean. I want us to copulate with the storm. We could fuck the police, but they're so unsexy. As if there could ever even be an end anyway. I never want a statue to have the final say. I am revolting, so I'm not revolting. Pink, how to imagine nothing, bloodstain, water that keeps dripping into itself, green, pretty things that have no longer vanished, clear, hovering on the periphery, spicer. How do you know poems were not destroyed? Joy, drumbeat of heartbeats, drumbeat of heartbeats. Ears of the ears of the trees, basketball, basketball, us playing basketball, easy to be a camera, cotton soft, self-absorbed like a flower tulip, drumbeat of heartbeats, a drumbeat of heartbeats. Let's all be Turners like Christ or Nat Turner. Thank you.